but who are you kidding? It was rewritten to control the minds with precision. This cold-blooded frost spitting on your throne you were sitting. Your plan is to lure us with religion. Trump, Bush, and Clinton all had the same intentions. Nothing changed, the modern day King James. Not to mention your perversion and segregation causes chaos and tension. What less matters, that's the part that you're forgetting. Revealing what's hidden, your trickery and lies exposed, get written.
Your trickery and lies exposed, good written.
Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, everyone. And welcome to TruthSerum. It's your girl, Yasmin Denise. And I would like to thank you all for coming on today. Let's take a couple of seconds and make sure you like and share this video. Today, we're going to do an important topic. It's called Voices of Warriors. We're dealing with breast cancer awareness. This is the month of October, and we're dealing with breast cancer awareness, and we have some panel guests on here today that's dealing with different types of cancer and along with breast cancer. So can you take this time and go ahead and tag and share and invite people in the room? Okay. So while you guys are doing that, let me say this to you guys. If you haven't, if you haven't got the book yet, make sure you go to www.peculiarnationent.com and cop this book, The Day I Woke Up, by none other than the girl, Yasmin Denise. Okay, that's that. If you would like to sow into this platform and to help keep this platform rolling, go ahead. Cash App is $ Yasmin Campbell. That's $ YASMINCA. I mean, $ yes. $YASMINCAMPBELL. So today, like I said, we're doing cancer awareness, and we have some strong women that are up here on today. So I'm going to introduce them. And I'm going to introduce each of the panelists. And before I do, again, if you guys could come on, when you come on in this live, make sure you like, share the video, and tag people in it. Also, I am live on YouTube at I Am Yasmin Denise. Again, YouTube channel is I Am Yasmin Denise. So let's bring in our panel guests for today. Everyone, let's welcome San, Miranda, and Miss B. You guys, welcome to TruthSerum. Woo, 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 woo. All righty. So what we're going to do now is we're going to introduce our panel today. They're going to tell you a little bit about themselves, and then we're going to proceed on. First, Miranda, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Miranda. Miranda Nicholson. I'm 38 years old. I'm married to Marshall Dwayne Nicholson. He's my husband. We are going on almost 7 years. I have 2 children. I have a 21-year-old stepdaughter, and I have an 18-year-old son that just graduated from high school. So I'm very blessed with both of them.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much. And San, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, I'm son of Aria Govan, just call me San. I am originally from New Orleans. I also own Old Taste and See Foods and Catering, and we are located in Dallas. And I'm just happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And Miss B, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Miss B. Campbell. I'm Yasmin's older sister. I'm in New York. I'm 55 years old. I have 4 grown children, 5 grandchildren, and I'm just happy to be here.
Oh, thank you guys for joining us on today. Okay, so today, guys, our topic is the voice of warriors. And on today, my goal is to not just shed light on what's going on with the cancer, breast cancer, thyroid cancer, cervical cancer, ovarian cancer, things of that nature, but it's also to encourage people that's going through the same thing, you know, that you're not alone. That's always my main goal, is to encourage whatever topic I'm on, is to encourage people, to let them know that they are not alone. There's others going through it, and you know, you can reach out and tap in, listen. If you have questions, you guys can I'm sorry, my phone acting. If you have questions, you guys can always ask questions. Now, I do not have pre-questions because on today we're doing it differently. We're gonna let these ladies tell their story, and as they tell their story, they also gonna tell you guys what to look for, what symptoms to look out for in regards to, the breast cancer, thyroid cancer, cervical cancer, men with prostate cancer. What should you be looking for? You understand what I'm saying? So that's what we're going to do on today. But before I do that, let me just say to everyone, I do understand, a little bit about what they're going through. At what time I was diagnosed with cervical cancer and I was told I wasn't going to have any children. You know what I'm saying? It was a rough process and things of that nature. And I had to have 2 different surgeries, one to laser the cancerous cells and then another to freeze the cancerous cells. And now I have to get checked between 6 months and a year, every year, to go to the gynecologist to make sure that it's not reoccurring and it doesn't come back. Thank God it hasn't came back yet.
Yes.
And it won't come back. Not yet.
Not yet.
Thank God it hasn't came back. You know what I'm saying? But on today, I think I want to hear from Miranda. Can you tell us your story?
Again, yes, my name is Miranda. Well, just to jump right into it, I feel like my story started probably back in 2002, when I actually gave birth to my son. I had some complications with him, but other than that, pregnancy was great. And but in the midst of the actual birthing, I had some complications, so they had to go in and do a C-section. In the midst of doing that C-section, they saw some things they, were trying to find out if it was cancerous or if they were just cysts or, whatever the case may be. So they took some samples and sent it off, and come to find out, it actually ended up being cancer. What I was first diagnosed with was, it was kidney cancer. It was on my kidneys. After the first surgery that I had in hopes of removing the cancer later on came back, and it spread to my liver and my gallbladder as well. So within 6 months of everything, again, I just had my son, gave birth to my first child, and I always tell him, he actually saved my life because they had me open, they were able to find it. Because I wasn't one that was going to the doctor on a regular basis or anything like that. I barely went to the doctor on time throughout my pregnancy, let alone get regular checkups and everything. So I started my treatments with dealing with the kidney cancer. And then I dealt with it spreading to my liver. They removed my gallbladder. They removed a third of my liver. And my liver is one of your organs that can actually grow back and heal itself. So I was, after the surgery of removing a third of my liver, I was going through a lot of immune buildings and trying to build up my body so my body can heal itself. In the midst of that, I still had no knowledge of food and what food and stress and what mental and food would do to your body in the midst of trying to fight cancer or fight for your life. So I still had no knowledge of that yet. So I just kept going with whatever the doctors told me, I just did, but I didn't do no research for myself, did nothing. I didn't Google anything because you're talking back in 2002. So we still had cell phones that were probably this big instead of something that fit in the palm of your hand. So, I didn't think about going that avenue. So I became cancer free for a certain time period. And then a few years, again, it did come back. When it came back the third time, I've also had to have a hysterectomy because of this at the age of 21. So by 23, I think I've fought cancer about 3 times and had maybe about 4 or 5 surgeries by then, trying to get rid of everything and clean up and remove scar tissue from the surgeries and move forward, try to move forward from there. And then, a few years, down the line, it wasn't doing so great with my health, with my mind. So I decided to figure, with liver cancer, I never drank before. So, and I had cancer and that came back. So, as young as I was, I had the mentality of, well, since the cancer since it came and I didn't even drink, well, why not start drinking now? So I started drinking. Not only did I start drinking, I worked at a bar. I worked at a bar full time and loved it. And I drank all the time. There were nights that was the thing. It was a hangout spot. It was a part of my life. I made bad choices and kept going and kept going. But by the grace of God, He protected me and allowed me to live and to keep going with that, with my life. So I was supposed to actually move to my parents down in Georgia. It was either Georgia or Alabama. So I quit the bar. And when I quit the bar, they actually decided to move somewhere else instead. So I knew I couldn't move with them. So I got a different job working with Ruby Tuesdays. When I started working with Ruby Tuesdays, been working there maybe for about maybe 6 months, 7 months. And, went through training and everything, met some people, started a relationship with a guy that I worked with, and it wasn't very healthy at all. And in that relationship, I went to the doctor. I wasn't feeling well. So I got to a point where I went to the doctor again, and I was diagnosed again with kidney cancer again. And but this time they told me it was very aggressive, and I was of course, afraid, scared, dealing with trying to take care of my son, which was maybe about 6, 7 years old at that time. And, so I'm trying to take care of him and, struggle with everyday life, trying to work a full-time job, trying to take care of bills, and sustain myself. So I kept going. I just ignored it and said, if it's going to take me out, it's going to take me out. I'm done. I'm tired of fighting. I'm just going to go. So I did the bare minimum, whatever treatment they had me on, but I didn't do anything else. And at that time, the man that I was dating at that time was very toxic to me. And it was stay up all night. I wouldn't sleep for 3 or 4 days, let alone if I remembered to eat, didn't have an appetite. I just wanted to go to work, pay bills, and that was it. With him, it was a lot of gambling. So we were going house to house, around a lot of, bad crowd, smoking, drugs, a lot of just people violence, of course, there are illegal poker games. So I didn't play, but he played. So again, I was up all night. I'd work all day, be up all night, wouldn't sleep. There was times I did my treatment, got out of my treatment. Within that hour, I got my work clothes on and went to work as a cook at Ruby Tuesday. So I was a cook behind the line in the heat, cooking people's food after treatments. And I just kept going and going. And then again, like I said, I wasn't sleeping for days until the day the doctor looked at me one day and he gave me 6 months. He said, I give you 6 months to live. You will not live past this year. Your organs are failing. You're mentally going. I don't even understand. You're not controlling your blood pressure. You're not controlling your blood sugar. You're not controlling anything. I was crashing and not even seeing it at all. But I just knew I just got to get up every day, go to work, and not deal with life. So at that time, he told me if I don't change my life today, I'm going to die by the end of the year. And so it hit me. And so I came home and was like, I'm about to die. So I started making arrangements for my son. And I had to go to work actually later on that day. And when I went to work, I just knew that, again, I had to change my life. So I had to leave the guy I was with. He was killing me. it was, you know, trash around the house. We were sleeping over food that he would hide, plates that he would hide. So it was like I'm sleeping over top of mold, breathing all this in. On the cigarettes, the drinking he was doing, all of that took place because that was the environment that I was in. So when I went to work that day, I'm going to work thinking this is probably my last day at work. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to live anymore. So at that time, again, like I said, I walked right into work and started my shift. And when I looked up, a friend of mine, which is now currently my husband, looked at me and he said, you look like you need a hug. And I did. I needed some comfort. So I like to believe that, you know, God put it in my life for a reason. At that time, he gave me a hug. It was very genuine. There was nothing, no intention behind it. So at that moment, I felt like I needed to keep going, like I could keep going, like I felt relief that I had a friend. So at the time, I knew I needed to make some decisions for myself. So I did. I left the guy that I was with. I moved out, got into a place of my own, started working harder, started doing treatments, started fighting. And then later on, me and my husband, we got together, started dating, and you know, he just started doing some research and was like, we're not going to give up, and started doing different therapies, different treatments. I started seeing different doctors. I was seeing I was working for a holistic care doctor, and the holistic care doctor opened my eyes up to that world of holistic care. And holistic care is just natural. It's a natural way of thinking. What can we use of the earth, and what can we use more natural things without preservatives or chemicals or anything like that, that will naturally give your body something that's not nature made. It's, you know, so he started doing some research. We started getting together, and next thing you know, he was creating meal plans. We actually started a little side food business based off of that because he started making my meals. I went raw food vegan for a little while, which is basically nothing is cooked, everything is raw. There's no meat whatsoever. Don't do the tofu thing. It's nuts, vegetables, dehydrated. Nothing is ever cooked. And I did that for a while, along with some natural treatments. I did what's similar to like an electric shock therapy. And in the middle of that, I mean, there were nights that I would come home from therapy with that, and my husband would just hold me because I would shake so much, still feeling like I'm being electrocuted. So I you know, continued on with the fight, and we just started doing our own research again with the side note of going to my doctors regular. Yes, you could fight it using your natural things, but the doctor is there to aid you. They're there to assist you. They're there to get you on a track. They're not there to do everything for you. They're not there to hold your hand. They are there to guide you. Do the test. Get your blood work done when you're supposed to get your blood work done. Even if you do it once a year, get it done. Go for your physicals. Get your physicals, because you never know what's going to turn up in that physical. And I know, trust me, I say it all the time to my husband, and you know, I'm tired of going to the doctor and the doctor always telling me something wrong. Okay. So, but in my head, I know that if I don't go, that something could take my life. I don't know in the beginning. If I didn't do a simple, if my son wasn't born, what if they didn't catch that in the beginning? I had never went to the doctor. I could have just died and not even had known anything. You know, same thing. Right now, my dad is currently fighting. He's got stage 3 lung cancer. He is currently fighting. He's been through chemo already, and And it was something that I just kept saying, like, you're having these problems, go to the doctor, go to the doctor. And then he goes to the doctor and finds that out. So sometimes, yes, they do find things out. A simple thing is finding out if your blood pressure is too low or too high. If you could fix it now, you prevent future problems, you know, in the future. If you do a simple thing is, hey, you're borderline diabetic. Borderline means you're not there yet, but if you don't control it now, you will have diabetes. So control it now before you have developed diabetes. Eyesight, there's a simple thing as a cavity. Go to the dentist, get your teeth checked before your teeth start hurting. And guess what? You won't have a cavity. Maybe they'll fix it before the cavity comes. It's the same thing. It's self-maintenance. You got, your body is like a computer. It's going to tell you and send signals to you when something is wrong. It's going to alert you. If your stomach hurts because you ate too much, it's going to let you know you ate too much. Okay. If you listen to your body, it's going to tell you, hey, I'm sick. Guess what? I have a fever. Your fever is a reason. There is a reason for your fever. Your fever is a defense. Okay. Your body runs a fever as a defense to fight whatever it is that you have. Okay. So you may start taking something at home thinking it's going to help heal your fever. And if it doesn't, then what do? You maybe try something else. Eventually you might have to go to the doctor. That fever could be something so simple. The fever could be something so treacherous as what the virus is going on right now. You know, you never know. So just go to the doctor, get your regular checkups. Because like I said, going to the regular doctor, it more than likely saved my life with the grace of God, because God puts place, he creates the doctors. If we are so afraid to go to the doctor and we want to go and pray to God for everything, God heal me, God heal me. Well, I sent you the healer, but you won't go. You won't go. I created the healer for you. I need you to go to the healer. Okay. So you have to, you know, check in every once in a while. There are aids out there that will allow you, doctors will make payment arrangements. Not everybody has insurance. Okay. I've found out sometimes a doctor visit could cost as low as $50. Okay. So you never know unless you ask a question. And a lot of offices now do arrangements, you know, right? So don't let finances be your block. Don't let your mind be your block. It's something that you have to attack mentally. It definitely is a mental fight as well as just a body fight. Right now, I was cancer free for a while. I want to say at least about 4 years, up until, again, I may say go to the doctor, but I did the one thing that I'm sitting here telling you guys to do. I went to the doctors and forgot one doctor to go to, your gynecologist. So I hated the gynecologist, hate him. I'm tired of being poked and prodded any other time. I don't want to go to the gynecologist. Don't like the female exam. It's just me. I don't like it, so I don't go. Well, me not going, I started having some problems and thinking it was simple bladder infection, and it ended up not being a bladder infection. I am right now going through treatments for cervical cancer. At the same time, I was diagnosed earlier this year with acute leukemia. And from the leukemia, it basically, sometimes it causes me to develop small tumors throughout my body every now and then. And that's how we actually found out, was that I had a tumor in the back of my brain, in the small back of my head, and I had it removed. And then there were some other problems that were going on. And then, so I kept going through tests. I had weight loss surgery last year in February because of, from all the chemo and radiation, it killed my digestive system. So I was on the verge of losing my large intestines. So I had the weight loss surgery, the gastric bypass, because it was a way to correct my my intestinal problem without having to go through having a life bag attached to my stomach. So I had the weight loss. It killed two birds with one stone. just a digestive problem. Plus, I was over 320 pounds, so I was thankful to lose the weight. So with that, again, and that's when we started to go in further as to why is my body creating the tumors? Why is it going through this? So my doctor just kept going and going and going and asking questions and kept digging. And eventually we found out and was able to trace the leukemia back years. And with the acute leukemia, again, I had a tumor that was removed. I just finished my last injection last week because I had a tumor on my spine, the lower part of my spine, which was found out because I have a tear in my spine. So I started having more problems, losing the feeling in my right leg, in which when they did my scans, they found out there was a tumor sitting on a nerve on my spine. That tumor was pressing so hard that it was taking my leg out.
Oh my God.
And so I just finished my injections from that last week. I am still doing my treatments for the cervical cancer, and I finished that in 3 months. I got 3 more months of that left. And then I will be cancer free. I still feel cancer free. I've already claimed myself cancer free. This is just a bump in the road. This is not something that I can't handle. My husband is my biggest supporter. He stays on me. He reminds me. He sticks to me, comes up with ideas when I'm feeling uncomfortable or something's not working with me. He may have an idea that's going to work better. A simple thing is cooking something, a recipe that he may find that night, that would help aid a fight of the type of cancer that I'm fighting. Or maybe just to build my immune system. We're constantly working with each other, just trying to help each other, as well as he's doing this as well, like certain dieting and food choices and stuff like that, because if he can prevent it within him as I'm fighting it within me, then that's killing two birds with one stone. Plus, it's just making lifestyle changes for the future. Simple thing as changing certain types of food that you eat. You don't have to buy all organics. You don't have to buy expensive food, but quit buying the food that's in the aisles. When you go grocery shopping, the food that's in the aisle itself is a setup. It's like I like to call it's a setup. It's all your junk food, all your carbohydrates, all the things that got things you can't even pronounce on the back of the box. If you can't pronounce it, why are you eating it? You don't know what it is. It's a simple thing as a bag of rice. If you look on a bag of rice, why does it have everything in it besides rice? I need something that says rice. So all that stuff that you're putting in your body is not made to have it. So it's going to absorb it. And so like I said, I'm doing my fight, and I'm fighting with my family. Like I said, my husband's my biggest supporter. He is fighting right alongside with me. And my son fights alongside with me. When he was 6, 7 years old, he was washing my hair, helping me do things that I needed to do. My daughter is fighting with me, telling me that I need to fight this. And what am I doing playing around? Mom, you got this. Everybody, the supporters, surround yourself with people that are going to support you. Don't surround yourself with people that are going to blame you for your disease, or that are going to take advantage of your disease.
That's good. That part right there.
Because you can't do this fight or avoid having to do the fight and doing this all together if you got people that are around you that are just as cancerous as the cancer you're fighting.
That's good. That's good right there. Come on, evangelists. That's good.
If mentally you're breaking me down, telling me that I can't do this, I can't do that, or I'm not going to be this person, I'm not going to be that person, then how are you helping me? You're going to cause stress on me. And stress, even if I'm not fighting cancer, stress is a killer. It's a killer. Okay,
yes,
not
it is.
African Americans, amongst anybody. Stress will get into a young kid's mind and commit suicide.
That's it.
Stress from work, stress from school, bullying. Bullying just doesn't happen with kids. Bullying also happens with adults. You bully me into stressing myself out. So now I'm stressing myself out. I'm not eating. And when you don't eat, your body's not working properly. When your body's not working properly, it's going to start and take the nutrition that it needs from other places. Okay. Like if your liver needs something, guess what? It's going to borrow something from your kidney. So if your kidney is taken up for your liver, so now your kidney is going to lack. So now your kidney is not going to filter everything that it needs to filter so it can function in life. If you don't do a simple thing as sleep, you're staying up all night. Why? Because you're stressing about a boyfriend, stressing about a girlfriend, stressing about school, stressing about work. Guess what? Go find some other place to work. Okay. You may get mad at me. I'm sorry.
Good. This
you
juice
go to a
here.
fast food restaurant, right? We all say it. If you don't want to work there, if you don't want to provide me 100% customer service and act like you're happy to be at your workplace, then don't go to work, right? Don't be there. Don't work there. I ain't asking you to work there. So why are you catching an attitude with me? Because you're in the customer service field. If you're not happy to be at work, go be happy. Go find another job. Change your atmosphere. Change your surroundings. You are who you are. We're so busy trying to change ourselves. When we are, you take the goodness out of you, trying to please somebody else to be somebody else that you're not. You're going to stress yourself into disease.
That's it. That's it right there. Okay.
Yes.
Miranda, I love you. You know I love you. And you know we go back, what, 6 years? I guess, yeah. Six going on 7 years, right?
How long have you been married?
Travis, 6 years. 6 years, 6 years.
Before you were married, Marshall and I have been married. You know me since before Marshall and I got married because you played. Travis played at my wedding.
So it was around 6 going on 7 years.
Yeah.
Listen, you guys. Miranda, I thank you so much. First, I want to say thank you for sharing. You understand, and thank you for I want to thank you for being real on here. You understand what I'm saying? Because you could have just said I was diagnosed, but you went into detail about when you got diagnosed, what you was doing at that time, how you was treating your body at that time. Because a lot of people think, and I remember earlier I said this, a lot of people, when they hear cancer, they relate cancer to smoking. They hear cancer, they relate it to drinking. And a lot of people, we have someone on here today that never smoked or drank a day in her life and is fighting. You understand what I'm saying? So I thank you for filling in those spaces so people that's listening, or, you know, people that might hear this later on could know there's other ways to contract this, because we all have something that's sitting in our body that's cancerous.
Yeah.
It just hasn't been developed yet. It hasn't been fed the right thing. And your mental health, what you eat on a daily basis, your diet, all of that plays a factor in whether you feed that cancer or not. So I say that again.
One of the things that I learned was that we all have cancer cells in us.
Yes, in our body.
What we do to our bodies
is what activates it.
Okay. So again, if you're stressing your cells into activation, you know, it could be brought on by stress. It could be brought on by chemicals. It could be brought on by smoking. It could be brought on by drinking. You know, like I said, my father is fighting lung cancer, and he is a smoker. I was a smoker. I smoked cigarettes. I don't now, but I was then. You know, and I kept one of the things my husband said. He said, I kept picking up cigarettes and smoking them, picking up, smoking them, picking up, smoking. And he goes, how is God going to deliver you from one cancer if you are putting in your body that's going to create a different one? So why did he get if okay, because
in my mind,
what if I had lung cancer and couldn't survive that because I was strong enough too? So let me deal with kidney and liver is something that I survived from. You know what I mean? So it's not necessarily brought on by smoking, drinking, or bad eating or anything like that, because the cancer I have wasn't anything from that. The cancer that I have could have been brought on by leukemia. It could have been brought on by the deodorant that I use. If you look at secret deodorant, you can't use secret deodorant if you have kidney problems to begin with. So check your deodorant. Secret is not good for anybody that has had cancer already.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good.
So
So did y'all ladies hear that? If you had any type of cancer before, Secret deodorant. See, this is good. This is informative. You guys, y'all share this video to make sure these women be listening, and men, because she was talking about her father too. But Secret deodorant. If you had any form of cancer before, Secret deodorant is not good for you. So if you're having any type of kidney problems, cancerous problem, whatever, fibroids, I have fibroids right now. I'm battling that now, and I'm about to have surgery in November. But if you have any type of issues like that, you know, don't use Secret deodorant. So now we know to check that off our list. We checked off stress, we checked off eating habits, and now we're checking off Secret deodorant.
Yes,
all right. So
your products.
Say that again. What else? What else we checking off?
I said check in your products. A lot of hair products, shampoos. You want to, I mean, you don't have to go with supernatural, all natural products. You don't have to buy a $40 bottle of shampoo. We just look, some of them have warning labels. You know, we're putting this through our skin. Our skin has pores. Makeup. Okay, certain makeup products. Just look at the warning labels and check on things like that.
Okay, Evelina, I don't want to say your last name, baby girl, because I don't want to mess it up. She said she used Arm & Hammer. That's what they want her to use during radiation. So since that's all she used. So ladies, we can use Arm & Hammer. Now, to anyone that's on this live right now, or you know someone, you can tag them. We are doing a giveaway for anyone that has dealt with cancer or is dealing with cancer right now. So you guys make sure you stay tuned in for the giveaway. So now we are going to our next person, which is going to be San. I don't want to say your name. I'm going to mess your name up. So I'm not going to say your name. Go ahead on, San.
All right. I'm son of Aria Govan. Call me San, they call me Sunny. But my experience with cancer was thyroid. And I was diagnosed back in 2015. I just recently moved to Dallas. New job, new opportunity. Never really suffered with anything major besides asthma, and I had high blood pressure because it's hereditary, and of course, being from New Orleans, you know, we like to eat. So
come on now, little Walter.
You know what I'm saying? So we don't worry about what we eating. You feel me? So
Yeah.
of course, you will have high blood pressure. Some people have and I was a borderline diabetic then too. So I was like, you know, but I was overall healthy per se. So came to Dallas and was getting, you know, getting acclimated to Dallas. So I grew up in church all my life. Grew up in church, and I was a street church girl, if you want to see. Don't let the smooth taste fool you, but yeah, was in the church, but yet in the street doing my thing too, you know. So come to Dallas, naturally joined the church. So going about my day, working, doing whatever. So at that time, I was singing because I used to sing a lot back home. So I was singing here. So it is important to listen to your body. As Miranda said, your body gives you triggers, warning signs, and all of that. So I started getting hoarse. And I was like, okay, but I'm thinking because I'm singing a lot, it's from that. So then what started happening, I started having the feeling of like I was going to consistently pass out. Now, I've dealt with syncope, but I know how that feels. So
What
this
is
was
that? Wait. Don't just say the name and not explain it. You dealt with
so
what?
Syncope. Syncope is, and I was going to go into syncope is when you just black out for no reason and you don't know you're blacking out until you come to.
Okay.
So I had that, but when you're familiar with your body, you know when something is about to transpire. So having syncope, I knew the feeling, the onset, if it was gonna transpire, I knew the feeling of it. So I knew that this wasn't syncope. It was something different. So I went to the doctor, and they thought it was my heart. So in the process of um going to the doctor, and I told him, I was hoarse. It got to the point to where, as being hoarse, it would hurt to talk. So they did a test. I did the stress test. I did the one on the treadmill. My heart was okay, and it was like, well, we need to go a little further. So what happened was, they did a carotid artery test. When they go in to look at your carotid artery on your neck, when they did that, that's when they found the cancer. My thyroid was 7 times its normal size. It was crushing my windpipes and my vocal cords. The doctor said, I don't know how you're breathing. I don't know how you're talking, because that's how large my thyroid was. Um, my doctor was like, ain't no way you should be sitting here right now. I was like, okay, so they instantly rushed me from the that doctor's office to another doctor's office, which was the oncologist. Scheduled me straight to for surgery. Um, because that's how detrimental it was. So I went. Um, they scheduled me for surgery. I ended up having to push my surgery back, because in the interim of it, I lost a brother. But I came back. I did the surgery. I ended up having to do chemo, radiation, and radioactive therapy. I did 2 rounds of chemo, 2 rounds of radiation, and I did 2 rounds of radioactive therapy. Um, by never having to go through that, it was really a mind altering um event.
Can you talk about
Because
that?
yeah,
Talk about the
um,
mind altering, how you was feeling.
listen, hmm, my mental was jacked up, straight up, because anybody that knows me, and you know me, I'm very independent. But this thing called cancer will strip you of your independence.
That's right.
When I say strip you of your independence, to the point to whereas you can't be nothing but dependent on somebody. And going back to Miranda said, if you don't have a good support system and people that's toxic, yeah, it will take you out. Um,
Yeah.
I was to the point to where I could not do anything for myself. Simple as, that's why you have to be grateful on what you can do.
Ooh,
Simple thing, brushing your teeth. We take that for granted. Brushing your teeth, washing your face, getting up in the morning, just wiping your face. You know, you take that for granted. Getting up, just having to be able to walk.
yeah.
We take that for granted. Picking up a spoon to feed yourself, because
Mhm.
we take it for granted.
Yeah.
But this thing called cancer will strip you of that. It will strip you of all of that. To whereas you can't do anything for yourself. And I was at the point to whereas I was like, look, say, bruh, I mean, this is how me and Jesus talk. Listen, if I gotta listen, I know. I'm sorry. That's the New
Come
Orleans in
on
me.
now. Come on
That's
now.
the New
I
Orleans.
know. I
That's the
understand.
straight New Orleans in me. I'm like, say, bruh, listen, dude, look, JC. I know. You I get it. I know too much is given, much is required, but dog, bruh, for real, this is what we doing?
Yeah.
Okay, you sure right. I'm like, okay, so then you do all that. Then, I had hair in the middle of my back. Like, hair's the thing. So when it started falling out, it was like I had a breakdown, like literally a mental breakdown. Because when you see your hair start shedding. I mean, like just shedding. And it's like, really, you wake one day, you wake up, you have hair on the pillow. And it's like, it's really, it really messes with your psyche, because I went from, I was tipping, at that point, I was like tipping 300 pounds. I went from 300 pounds, size 24 to a size 8,
Mm.
a size 8. And in that, um, the treatments, when you get radiation, it burns, literally. You can feel it burning. You can smell it burning. Radioactive therapy. That's why I laugh when people, not saying that it's funny, about the quarantine, because when you go through radioactive therapy, you have to be quarantined
Mm,
to yourself, because
mm,
you're toxic,
mm.
literally toxic. You
Okay.
cannot, nobody can be around you. You can't, everything has to be plastic paper. You have to put it in bags. It's a biomedical hazard. So it's not only you dealing with cancer, which is toxic, the treatments that you're getting is toxic.
Jesus.
So I was quarantined through both rounds, you know, literally having, I know many people have seen The Color Purple when they went to give the man his food through the door.
Mhm.
That's what I went through. So being locked up in the room, not being able to see my loved ones, I can hear them, not being able to touch them or nothing, having to um, just be locked up. You're already dealing with this disease, and now it's taking you from people and people that you love, that can't be around you. Yeah, so you go through a whole lot of mental. You know, I went through the process of, look, I might as well just go ahead on, like Miranda said, die.
Mm. Okay.
You know, take myself out. I tried to take myself out. Real talk. I tried to take myself out. And I was like, because I was tired of it. I didn't want to fight, because going through all of that and those treatments, you're weak, you can't eat, you try to keep something down, it comes right back up. One way, it come either one way or the other way.
Mm.
Um, and it's like they encourage you to try to, but you got to eat something. That's the only way you can keep your strength. Well, how can I eat something and I can't keep it down?
Mm.
So it really messes with your psyche. And if you don't have the support system, the people around you to encourage you, to help you keep pushing, that's not stressing you. And yes, stress will kill. And people don't understand that stress can be just a form in conversation. If somebody tells you, listen, I'm not for that today, just leave it alone. Just let it go. But yet that person is still pushing it because they got to get their point across. That's a stressor, you know. So you really do have to change your mindset and your psyche on a whole lot of things. So I went through all of that, and in the process of those treatments and uh, the first diagnosis, I went into remission. But doing that, I developed. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, which is like a cousin to lupus. So literally, I'm in pain every day. There's no cure. They will give you medicines to try to numb it, but then you'll be walking around like a zombie, to the point to where sometimes the pain is crippling, where I can't get out the bed and do something simple as walk. I have to wait till my body decides to catch up with what the signals my brain is telling them. Um, and Yas know me. I can be You know, a lot of people, I keep busy, I keep moving. It's because once I stop, that's it. So I have to keep moving in order to complete and accomplish things that I need to accomplish. Because if not, I won't be able to do it. Um, but I don't allow my circumstance to determine me. I don't allow it to put blockers on me.
So I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
Mhm.
Oh, you guys, if you have questions, if you want to put it in the comments, you can. Are you cancer free now?
No, I've just recently been diagnosed again. With it's in my throat. It came back in my throat, and they have discovered a spot on my pancreas. So I've been currently diagnosed, in which I'm set to set up for treatments actually next week. So um yeah, it's gonna be a fight, and I had to mentally go through the mental again, because I literally had a conversation with God, and I told him, God, if I'm gonna have to go through what I went through last time, I don't want to go. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go through it. Just go ahead, take me out.
Well, that's not gonna happen, but
Oh, I know. But I was at that point because
yeah, I get it.
I'm tired of going to the doctor. I'm tired of the doctor telling me, you got this, you got this, you got to do this, you know, you got to take this. This is the medicine that you need. You got to be on this. You got to do this. You know, I got, you know, a pinched nerve in my leg because of, you know, the 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 pressure, the one of the meds I was taking. It just, you know, it's like they put you on medicines which make you have other stuff. You know, I was on two of the medicines which completely broke me out. So I had to stop taking that. You
Yeah, I
know,
remember that.
yes. So it's like, really? And after the conversation that I had with God, you know, he checked me. He was like,
He did what?
he checked me.
That's
When
right.
I say
Come
he
on.
checked me, he was like, you know, my nickname back home is Spooky. So he talks to me like I talk to him. He was like, look, Spug, look, let me tell you something, bro. I'm going. When I say go, you
That's
feel
it.
me? And at the end of the day, you my child. You just the vessel that I'm using to reach somebody else. So get yourself together. Just
Yeah,
take the lick, bro. Just take the lick and do what you got to do. So I was like, oh, so okay, Jesus, I know you going. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Cause
yes,
listen, I don't want to incur that other wrath. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that
So
part.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna get, yeah, you go, you right. You sure right, dog. You going. I ain't denying it. I said, so I'm gonna get it together. And if this is what I gotta go through, all right, then this is what I'm going through. I'm like, soldier up, dog. That's it. Let's run it. You know
That's
what I'm
it.
saying? Let's run it. Let's just do it. You know what I'm saying? Even at the end of the day, I'm human. I know there's some things that I have to change as well. But I'm
Yes,
like, okay, let's just run it. So I'm in for the fight. I'm in for it.
that's
Just like
it.
I used to
That's
fight,
it. That's
you know what I'm
it.
saying? Just like I used to fight in the street in the night war in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my Thursdays. I used to be in them streets hard. So
Yes,
that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fight. At the
fight
end
for
of
your
the day,
life.
you know what I'm saying? That part. I'm fighting. I'm in it. So, you know, I'm releasing all stresses in my life.
Hmm.
I love you. But get what? Say, bruh, peace out. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to, yes, no, I used to be running here, running there, doing this, doing that for other people and all that, not really taking care of me. But at this point in my life, it's straight up self care. So if you don't like it, I'm sorry. Take it up with God, because I'm this time is different,
Mm,
and I know it's different because it's for a greater cause.
yes,
So at the end of the day, I got to answer to God, not nobody else, and I'm in for the fight.
that's
So
it.
it's like soldier up for real.
That's
Right?
it.
And
That's
that's
it.
just they're straight. You know, the voices of warriors. When I say soldier up, it's like, yeah, yeah, we about to do this right here for real, dude. You know what I'm saying? We about to rock this. You know, and for all this work, you know, I appreciate the platform. because you didn't have to do it. I appreciate you hearing the voice of God. You know, like I always say, don't let the truth smooth things fool you. Just like I fought in the world, I fight on this side with God too.
That's right.
Straight up. Straight, I will go hard. Anybody knows me, no, I listen, don't play with God and don't play with his feet. Straight up. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. Wait a minute. Stop. Stop.
I'm just saying, bro.
Listen,
I'm sorry that the New
y'all don't
Orleans came out.
understand. Wow, we laughing right now. First of all, let me check anybody because I feel you and I can hear you. We can laugh about it now. Yes, they are in their process, and yes, they are going through what they are going through. But y'all don't know what this woman right here is going through right now as of today. So if she can sit here and laugh with me and I can make her laugh, I'm gonna do it. Not only is she on this platform, not only is she about to go through being biohazardous and can't come near me. Please don't call me. Don't call me. Don't come. Don't ask me to come over because you toxic. I love you. Just call me. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Not only that she's dealing with, she just lost a family member as well. So I thank God that she still chose to come up here. And she is a person that helps people. That's what she does. You understand what I'm saying? She looks out for everybody. And I even tell her this, yo, you have to look out for yourself, because I know I'm learning even now that self-care is important to fight off everything we're going through. I just got tested to see if my cervical cancer came back a couple of months ago when they found out I had a fibroid. My fibroid, I have 2 the size of a lemon and one 2 the size of a lemon and a couple of other ones. Now I have 1 the size of a grapefruit, 1 the size of a lemon, and some other ones. So now I have to go and get tested. They're gonna remove it because, you know, they want to make sure it's not going to turn back into cervical cancer again. My thing is this. I understand how y'all feeling, but self-care is really important. You understand? Because what I feed my body, it's why it grew bigger. What I was feeding my body, the stress, the warfare, all of that, not just the food I eat, people.
Right. People, yes.
You know, I try to help everyone. That's part of my issue. I can't save everybody. I'm not God, first of all. But if you call me, I try to be there for you. That's part of my issue, because you get some people who are ungrateful. They take advantage. They pee you off. And, you know, then I get in mode, craze mode. You know what I mean? And it stresses my body out. So I am a witness to being stressed, and self-care is first priority, because it can make whatever's going on in your body take it to the next level. You understand? Because they're not cancerous now, but they wasn't as big as they are now. And they thought they was going to go down because of the medicine they gave me and because of the food plan they told me to do, and I'm losing weight and everything else. But it didn't decrease, it increased. You understand? So now they got to poke and make sure it's nothing hiding in between, and nothing else hiding, because what do they call that? Your endometrial, that thing, that, you know, that piece right there. What do they call it, Miranda?
Endometriosis?
Yeah, that piece right there. Mine is 5 times thicker than what it should be right now. Okay. So now they have to get in there to make sure there's no cancer in that as well. But I'm claiming I'm cancer free. I'm claiming and I'm decreeing and declaring they're not gonna find anything. You understand what I'm saying? All righty. Again, you guys. Yeah. I'm gonna do Bertha. Do you have the bags with you right now?
No, I don't have the bags with me, but I'm right here.
Okay, you don't have hear me? Okay, so we're gonna do, before we get to the last person, which is Miss B. Campbell, before we get to her, I want to do a giveaway. So if you are the first giveaway I'm gonna give away to is Evelina Johnson, right here. Evelina Johnson, this lady right here. She's gonna be the first giveaway. I'm sensing she's dealt with cancer or something to that nature, because she said when she was going through her radiation. So if you can, who knows her? You know her, Miranda? Okay, if you can inbox me your information so we can get the bag mailed out. My sister don't have them with her, but if you look on the flyer, that's the bag. Is a black bag with the pink ribbon, and then it's a tumbler, a white tumbler with a pink ribbon on it and a pink top, and then there's a button. Okay, so that's gonna be the first giveaway.
Yeah,
it's going to her. Sonny, write that down for me. Write her name down. Evelina Johnson. Matter of fact, you don't got to do that. Stephanie, you are in here. I see you. Evelina Johnson Buendia. Write her name down, please, Stephanie, and say first giveaway.
She's a breast cancer survivor.
Oh, she's a breast cancer survivor. Yes. All right. Okay, now she's the first winner. She's getting the bag. The bag, again, I'm gonna describe it. It's on the flyer. If that's on the page, it's a black bag with the pink ribbon. Tumbler is white with the pink ribbon and the pink top, and then there's a button. We also have pink masks to give away as well. So the next person, matter of fact, I'm gonna put one mask with yours too. So send me your inbox me your information. You'll get the mask, the tumbler, and the bag. What comes in the bag is the tumbler and the button, and you'll get the mask. The mask is being provided by my other sister. Her name is Jeannie Campbell. She's up here already, so I say thank you to you, Jeannie, for that. So the next person who win the bag is going to be after the next speaker, which is Miss B, and that bag includes also a tumbler, a button, and a mask. So we're giving out 2 bags today. Evelina got the first bag. Before we go to Miss B, she is one of my older sisters, you guys. I want to let you know that. But I do have another sister who died of cancer last year. So I would like to shout her out. Her name is Jeanette Campbell, aka Nettie D. She was one of the best off the dome lyricists I ever knew. Y'all don't even understand. Y'all think I'm nice with it. You know what I mean? I know I'm good. Yeah, hey, I know that. But when I tell you she taught me, you understand? Not just writing. I'm talking about straight off the dome. Miranda, you seen me perform, but my sister, she was dope. You could throw colors at her, numbers at her, whatever. And she was fly. No. She never came to the church. You see my other sisters.
Okay.
You didn't see her. Yeah, you didn't see her. See my other sisters. But she passed away last year from skin cancer. Her name is Jeanette Campbell. She died October 12th, 2019. So right now we're going to take 30 seconds for a moment of silence for her. All right? Moment of silence. That moment of silence is over. Okay. That was the moment of silence from my sister, Jeanette Campbell, who died last year, October 12, 2019, from skin cancer. Next, we're going to hear from one of my older sisters. Her name is Miss B Campbell. You know, I don't know if any of her dance kids are up here or anybody's up here. Everybody know her as Miss B. She's going to get up here and tell her situation. And I know earlier I said there's people who never drink or smoke that have cancer and that's being diagnosed with cancer. So you guys really need to listen to what these ladies are saying, because, and I keep reiterating this, because when people hear cancer, the first things they think is drinking and smoking. And there are other ways of feeding that cancer that's already sitting in your body. So Miss B, can you go ahead?
Hello, everyone. I am Yasmin's older sister, and I was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer, HER2 negative. Um, it really surprised me when I was diagnosed, and I was diagnosed this year, July, July of this year. And it happened because I got in my daughter's car and pulled my seatbelt over, and my seatbelt hit my breast, and I felt the pain. I didn't pay it much mind until later on that day when I was taking my shower, and I just, happened to just feel, and I felt a really hard knot in my breast. So I called up my doctor, told my doctor about it. My doctor had me come in. I got examined. My doctor said, no, you're going to get a mammogram. I said, well, I'm not really due for my mammogram. And, I tried to shove it off because I hate mammograms. So I went in, I took a mammogram, and I was really shocked when they gave me the results. When my doctor gave me the results, told me that I had breast cancer in my left breast, which I sort of suspected, but in my right breast, I had multiple lumps that was small, but they was there that I didn't even know about. So then I started my treatments of chemo. I go to MSK, which is Memorial Sloan Kettering. It's in the city, 66th Street, which is one of the best cancer hospitals in New York.
Mm-hmm.
And I go through chemo now. And it's rough because mentally it really messes with you. Physically it takes a toll on you. There's some days that I can't even get out the bed. There's some days that I can't even eat. There's some days that I do eat and I throw it back up. There's some days where I have diarrhea, where I'm running to the bathroom 5-6 times a day. And I have a lot of support from my family, my sisters and brothers that are up here. I have support from my children that are living in Virginia and my grandchildren that are also living in Virginia. And it's a lot. And I mean, I have a son. He's 36 years old. He's autistic. I am his caregiver. And there are some days where I say, Lord, please just give me the strength so I can take care of him. I'll take care of myself later. I just want to take care of him. And I've been doing it. I've been doing it. It's rough, but it's only by the grace of God that I was able to do it.
Amen.
Yes. Yes. So I'm still going through chemotherapy, and I go in for a double mastectomy in December. Because with this type of breast cancer that I have, it spreads quick. It's very, 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 very quick moving cancer. I just want to advise people to go get checked out. It doesn't matter if you're young, you're old, get checked out. Because I never thought in a million years that I would have breast cancer.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought. You see that little lump? You see that lump? You feel that lump? You see that lump? Go get it checked out. It might not be nothing, but please just get it checked out.
Well, guys, I know I'm over here tearing up. I know. But I'm tearing up because she was talking about my nephew. You know what I'm saying? And my nephew don't talk. So I think about that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
give me a second, y'all. I ain't expect this. My nephew don't talk, so he's 36. And if something was to happen to her, yeah, she has children. They in Virginia, they older. And my other sisters and brothers, they are all in New York. But if something happened to her while they were alone, or if she couldn't get up after chemo, or whatever the case might be, what's gonna happen with him? You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's why I'm tearing up, because I know my sister's a fighter. She really is, I'm sorry. My sister's a fighter, so I know she gonna pull through this. You understand what I'm saying?
Amen.
She's pulled through a lot of things, so I know that she can make it through this. I know it's some
Yes.
her, keeping her in prayer. So in regards to her mental, because just like you all said, your mental plays a big part of it, and having to think about that. You understand? See, I'm crying right now because I even called Sam one day because I had to check myself, because that's my sister. And from people looking on the outside in, which I should have knew better, because nobody can tell me how this pain makes me feel when I can't get up out of bed, or when they told me I couldn't have kids because of the cancer, or what, nobody couldn't tell me how to feel.
Mm-hmm.
But because she's my older sister and I seen her fight so hard in the beginning, I was like, man up. You know what I'm saying? You could do this. You got this. And when she started to, I hope you don't mind me talking, Bertha.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. When she
Go ahead.
started to lose her hair, I was like, yo, shave it off. You know me. I'm the first person to say, cut your hair, because I like a shortcut anyway. You understand? I like a shortcut or whatever the case might be. But the reality of it is, if my cancer was to come back and I had to have chemo and my hair fell out, I'll probably go to pieces too. Because I'm not cutting it because I want to cut it. I'm not cutting it because of a style. It's leaving me without my control. I have no control of what's going on with my body, my hair, which I like to dye a lot and change the colors and change the way it look. It's not by me. I'm not doing it. It's happening because of I'm sick. You understand what I'm saying? And I had to say sorry to her, because I was like, yo, just cut it off, shave it, dye it. You know what I'm saying? Freak the cancer up. You feel me? Cut it off. And me personally, this is for people that are family members and want to be supporters, or just on the outside looking in. I'm saying this to her, but it's not registering with her, because I'm not feeling the pain she's feeling from the chemo. First of all, she's in pain and she's drained from chemo. And on top of that, her hair is falling out. And that was not only was I not being sensitive, but we think we're boosting them up and we think we're giving them that push, and we're not. So sometimes we got to stop and look as if it was us. The same way we do for our boo. When we don't want to argue, we flip it around and say, oh, but if it was me, we need to do that for the people that's fighting this disease that we're supporting, that we're loving on. If it was me, how the hell would I feel?
Amen.
And in that, if we do it that way, then we'll be more sensitive to them losing their hair. And then we'll be like, oh, well, this is what I'm going to do. Let me buy you some wraps. Let me show you how to do the Erica Badu. Let me, or whatever we're gonna do. You feel what I'm saying? So I just want to admonish people, that's supporting the people with cancer I'm not saying give them a pity party. No, I'm not. Yes, I'm saying encourage them, but at the same time, stop and think if it was you. We don't know what they're feeling. You understand? So we have some information from Evelina Johnson. She said there's a program called Every Woman's Life that will cover you if you are young and suspect anything going on with your breasts. Not all doctors would tell you. Some may not know about it, but it covered her mammo and another test. Ladies, don't let fear, age stop you from getting checked. Everyone, let's say this. Yes. Bertha, do you have anything else to say? Go ahead and say it. I'm sorry. Please get checked. I'm going to say that now. Go ahead, Bertha. You got anything else to say?
I had a fundraiser yesterday, breast cancer fundraiser, where I live, and it was beautiful. I was able to raise money to go to Susan B. Komen, and I was able to educate a lot of people. And I think that educating people made me feel better than the actual money. So I'm getting my family involved in a breast walk so we can do our walk, even though it has to be virtual, so that we can raise more money because we keep fighting for this cure. We got to find a cure. We got to find a cure. This thing is killing children, it's killing adults. It has no boundaries. It's going to come after you.
Worse than Rovo.
And yes, I want to
Okay.
live to see my grandkids grow up. And the only way I can do that is if I just stay strong, which is what I've been doing. I've been just staying strong. And I want to thank my family, the ones that are listening, the ones that are not listening. I just want to thank you for being there for me, mentally, physically, just being there for me. And I love you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I love you too. No, but talk about that walk. You're doing a walk. Let them know about the walk, please. All Campbells, if you're listening, not just Campbells, anybody who wants to get involved. What's the walk, Bertha? And what do you have the information in
Usually,
regards to the walk?
I don't have all the information, but if you inbox me, I will give you the information because I have it written down. But the name of our team is called Campbell's Care, and we're getting it together so we can do our walk.
All right. So we're gonna I think Sunny gonna virtual walk with us as well.
I am. I'm in it. I'm fam.
She gonna virtual walk with us as well. So when we get the information, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post it.
Yeah.
And I just want to,
Right.
I'm gonna let Sunny, she's having a raffle as well the month of October. So go ahead and tell them about that before I say what I'm about to say.
So, being that it is Cancer Awareness Month, I'm doing a raffle. All tickets are $10 each. You can inbox me to purchase a ticket, and the ticket will be sent to you. We're doing it for the whole month. All proceeds will go to a cancer foundation and or someone that is dealing with cancer. Um, and the winner of the raffle will receive a customized basket. The basket is going to have things dealing with cancer awareness. It's going to be carteled as well, being that I am from New Orleans, so there's going to be some things New Orleans in it. So we're going to make it special. I'm asking if there are any business owners or businesses that want to put any products in the basket. You're more than welcome. You can inbox me, or you can hit me up at oldtastefoods@gmail.com, and that's OH with an S @gmail.com. And as I stated, this raffle is big and near and dear to my heart because, you know, a lot of times, you really don't know what a person is dealing with because financially, it's not just mental, it's financial as well. Because a lot of times you can't work,
Yeah.
you know. Um, so and then the government is slow in giving you your money for as if you're out of work and you're trying to get on disability. So you're dependent on certain things, and treatment. If you do have medical insurance, treatment is expensive. You got co-pays, you got medicines. So um, what I'm trying to do as far as my business is trying to be a blessing and help with some of those things as well. So none of this goes to me. I'm not dipping in the pot. I have accountability partners. I do have two people that have purchased tickets so far, and one person that has really been a blessing. They just wanted to sow a seed, and if you want to sow a seed, that's fine. So we're gonna be doing this all month. The tickets are $10. The raffle tickets are $10, or even if you don't want a raffle ticket and you just want to sow a seed, you can hit me up at my Cash App, which is my name, Sanavaria Govan. That's $SANOVARIAGOVAN. Or even Yes, if it's easier since her Cash App is up here, and just put raffle, we'll ensure that it gets to where it needs to go. So I'm just looking to be a blessing at the end of the day.
Amen.
Okay. Amen. Amen. Eva-
Yes.
Woo! Evelina said there's also a Medicaid specifically for women going through cervical and breast cancer treat. Where at?
Yes.
Where at, Evelina? That's how you say your name. Is this everywhere in all states? There's a Medicaid special specifically for women going through cervical and breast cancer treatments. If you could let us know, if you could inbox me or let me know, send me a friend request, Evelina. I think I'm saying your name right. I hope.
Yeah, that's how.
So, okay, guys, to everyone, if you would like to donate for today, you can send it to Cash App Yasmin Campbell. That's $YAS. She's in Virginia. YASMINCAMPBELL. If you want to donate to the platform, if you want to donate to the raffle and you do it, send it to my Cash App. Make sure you put raffle in the heading. Okay. Also, if you haven't went and caught that book, make sure y'all go get it. Support a sister. Make sure y'all support a sister, okay? So now what we about to do is we about to do the last giveaway. This giveaway is also going to be a mask, a bag, black bag with the pink ribbon, a tumbler, white tumbler with a pink top and a pink ribbon on it along with a button. So let's see how we're going to do this. For the end of the show, if you guys can pick a number. Hold on.
My mom had to step off. My dad wasn't feeling too well, so y'all keep him in prayers tonight.
Yes.
I was gonna say, I also wanted to say, sometimes you don't know what people are going through, and sometimes it's not always just like a shoulder you need to cry on, or sometimes it's not like you just need somebody to listen. Sometimes listening also, sometimes a person needs to vent. This fight could make us angry, very angry.
Very.
And like you said, sometimes we talk to God. I know me, when I feel anger, because I don't deal well with emotions. I don't like to sit in it. I talk to God, like I'm angry today. I'm upset and I'm mad as hell. Okay,
Yeah.
and you ain't gotta do nothing with it. And I'm learning to be more vocal with my husband when it comes to letting him know how I'm feeling for the day, because sometimes we take for granted that our closest people to us that we live with every day, they see us, they watch us, they feel it. So not necessarily am I, assume that he knows how I'm feeling today. Well, if I'm mad and pissed off, hey, hon, I'm mad and pissed off today. I don't know what I'm sitting in. I don't know how I'm doing this, but look, today's going to be an angry day. So if somebody is fighting something, and it doesn't have to be just cancer and a disease, especially when it's dealing with, like you said, with the hair loss, like it's not your choice to deal with that. It's not your choice to deal with your hair falling out. You didn't stick the needle in your vein to give you cancer. You didn't know that was you're going to be your outcome. So sometimes the person dealing with some disease that they are fighting, or is angry. So allow them to vent. Not everything is happy sunflowers and daisies walking around every day.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's
It's
true.
annoying. It is annoying. My thing was, it was annoying for me to go through some of the stuff. I was annoyed more than I could deal with the pain. My pain threshold is high. I could deal with the pain, but you know what? It's annoying to be in pain today. It's annoying to see people having fun and you can't. It's annoying to know that today I'm tired of feeling sick. I'm tired of feeling like this. I'm tired of being like this. Why do I have to complain all the time? I'm tired of complaining. I'm tired of being tired. Okay. So sometimes to vent to somebody, to do things like this, to get your voice heard, sometimes even things like this help. Because being able to talk to the next person, maybe somebody seeing or watching this may even be like, I'm angry about something today. Let me just talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Be an ear, because anger can develop into disease. Okay, so let's cut the disease off by being what, like my apostle likes to say, others driven. You know, by being others driven, you know, care for your neighbor next to you, care for somebody that you don't even know. How about this? Can you find, I even challenge somebody for the next week. Find one person that you don't even know and ask them, how are you doing today?
All right.
And to piggyback
So
on
that's a
what she said,
challenge.
Yes.
Go ahead.
to piggyback on what she said, is it is not just for us venting. Those of them that are caregivers to us,
Yeah.
they also need a platform as well, because they're going through it as well. So they get frustrated too, you know, and we have to be sensitive to that, you know, especially those people like Miranda's husband and stuff like that, because he's in it daily. When you have that person that's in it with you daily, because they're trying to find the strength to be encouraging to you, but they also need strength. They also need a window to vent. You
Yeah.
know.
That's
Bert,
one
do you have any? Do you have?
with
Hold
now.
on, Miranda. One moment. Give me 1 second. Bert, do you have any last things to say before Miranda say what she say and we do this giveaway?
No, I'm just saying, keep me in your prayers. Just
Okay.
keep me in your prayers.
Will do. I was
So
just
guys, you know what? You guys all going through sort of the same but different. You know, you guys can all pray for each other as well. See, that's what I want to accomplish. I want to accomplish this platform. Other people up here that have cancer or dealt with cancer or whatever you're dealing with. You understand? We can all pray for each other. Can you imagine if we all not even came together physically, but came together on a spiritual note, on one accord to pray for each other? Well-being, that's health wise, mental wise, spiritual wise, financial wise, so you can be able to take care of everything you need. You understand what I'm saying? While you're going through this, if you're out of work, days you got to take off because of surgeries and things of that nature, we can all come together on one accord and pray for all praying for. We still, Evelina, she went through it, but we still should be praying for her that it doesn't come back. You understand what I'm saying? While she's praying for you guys that are going through it, we should be praying for her that she stay cleared and binding the enemy up and binding whatever up, so that way it won't attack her again.
Amen.
You get what I'm saying? And for anyone that's out there listening, if you're dealing with anything, listen to your body. Listen to your body. Get checked out. I believe in God. I am one of God's creatures. I'm one of God's vessels. But please know, someone said this earlier, I think it was Miranda, God anointed the doctors to do what they do. So don't sit home, stay, because you're going to be like that man in the boat.
Oh.
Don't sit home. Say, I'm waiting for God to do this, because you're going to be like the man on the boat. He didn't send the OBGYN. He didn't send the heart specialist. He didn't send an oncologist. He didn't send everybody your way.
Say it.
And you pass them up because you waiting for God to literally come and heal you. God said, I'm sending you these people. Utilize them. People, please utilize them. If you have mental issues, utilize a therapist, utilize a psychiatrist, utilize what you need. No, I'm not saying God can't do it, because he can. Trust me, I have 2 kids after being told I can't have none because of the cancer. So I'm not saying he's not a healer. I'm not saying he's not a Maywaker. I'm not saying he's not an El Shaddai and Jehovah Rapha. I'm not saying all of that, people. But what I am saying is he anointed them to do what they do. Please go get checked. Please go get your physicals. Please get your blood work done. If you're always tired, if you're feeling burnt out, if whatever, please go get checked. Because you don't want it to spring up on you on the last minute and you be like, but why? Because you didn't get checked. So I am guilty of it. I'm not telling you nothing that I can't tell myself. I wouldn't tell you not to do anything that I wouldn't do. because it was a minute when I didn't have health insurance, and I went years without health insurance, and I didn't want to pay to go to the doctor. So I was moving it or winging it on a hope and a prayer. And by the time I got to the doctor, I was right in time so they can give me some medicine, because it was building back up and forming the polyps again. And they caught it just in the nick of time. But I kept my hair done. Oh, y'all ain't gonna like that. I kept my nails done. I keep my hair and my nails done. I keep a fresh pair of feet on. I eat what I want.
Yeah.
My bills are paid.
Come on.
My kids are spoiled rotten. I get to go out and do whatever I want. But I couldn't go to the doctor.
That part. Come on.
Knowing that it's a chance the cancer could come back and be worse.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that it was only the grace of God of why I have 2 kids anyway. Because I shouldn't even, the way my insides was, I shouldn't have been even able to give birth to those 2. And they were hard pregnancies. I was temporarily paralyzed after both of them. And then I had the audacity not to go to the doctor afterwards. But I was in a club. We need to keep our priorities straight, people. That's what my problem was. I didn't have my priorities straight. And then I started getting the pain, the bleeding. It took all of that till I couldn't move for me to go to a doctor and get checked. Sometimes we don't want to know.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes we don't want to know. But we have to prioritize, and we have to know. Because not knowing can lead to a death sentence. So I'm saying to you on today, if you didn't get anything else out of them stories, if you didn't get anything else out of those testimonies, if you didn't get anything else, please prioritize your life. Self-care is a must. Self-care is a must. Even when you're married, self-care is a no, I know the Bible said we got to take care of our husband. We to help me. We this, we that. He's this, he's this, he's that. But honey, it got to be a time where you take care of you, he take care of him, and then y'all come together and take care of each other. Let's use wisdom, people. Let's stop using the Bible to do things that to not do things that we don't want to do. Because sometimes we do that. Y'all don't like that. I know. It's okay. It's right.
It's the truth.
It's the truth. Let's just use wisdom. We say we don't have insurance, we don't have the money, but we got the first, we in that line for them J's. Walking around with them Crocs. We in the club popping bottles. Or at home popping bottles. Let's just prioritize ourselves first, people. Because God he can use you like that. But once he gives you the tools to do what you need him to do, how many times do you got to have the same testimony over and over again? When it's your fault or why you in this predicament again? Because you didn't do what you were supposed to do. You did not do what you were supposed to do. So I'm not begging. I'm not pleading. I ain't doing none of that. I'm just asking. Everyone, if you haven't had a checkup, go get a checkup. If you're eating fried food every day, invest in an air fryer. Try some baked food. Try some grilled food. People, trust me, my husband had weight loss surgery too. Y'all all know my husband. Well, some of y'all. You understand? It's a life. It's a lifestyle change.
It is.
When I just went to the doctor. And Sam is my witness. Because the doctor had me in, even though I've started my life change, my lifestyle change and how I eat, the exercising and all of that, that doctor gave it to me straight. The things you eat, the things you putting in your body, the things you're doing is going to kill you. Now I can prescribe you medicine, but that's not gonna help you. It's gonna hurt in the long run because every piece of medicine they give you has a side effect.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
It has a side effect. Right. So the best thing to do is self-care. Change the way you eat. Yes, I love fried chicken. We all do. We grew up on it, whatever the case might be. There's nothing wrong with bake. My sister Jeannie taught me how to bake fry. Bake it until it's crispy, not burnt, but crispy.
All right.
Come on.
Changing your oil from vegetable oil to canola oil.
Canola oil, avocado oil is good. Let me tell you something. I just tried it I don't eat avocado, so I'm not telling y'all eat green stuff. I ain't there yet. Okay, I told y'all I'm gonna keep it 100. But the avocado oil is really good. I made homemade salad dressing with it, and I was scared because I don't know what an avocado tastes like. I just don't like the texture, and I don't like what it looked like, so I haven't ate it. But when I use that oil with a little bit of vinegar and some parsley, some oregano, some pepper, girl, I'll put that jank on.
Make your own spaghetti sauce.
You make my own
sauce. You can make your own Alfredo sauce quicker than you can go to the store and buy that.
Yeah, you can. But guess what? Creams and stuff is not good for us either. Milk, dairy, that's not good for us.
Yes, or
it's like, not good. He told me, he said my fibroid is getting so big, it's because I'm feeding it. Sugars, fried food, milk, dairy product, all of that stuff, it feeds it. It's really cancerous. It's just like that type of cancer. You understand? Because it's and the more it intake and the more you eat and give it caffeine and everything it wants, it gets bigger and bigger. Then next thing you know, you feel like you hemorrhaging. Yeah. I'm telling you guys, I'm not a pro at this thing. I'm learning with you. We go to the gym. We got a personal trainer 3 times a week. We take these vitamins. Let me show y'all the vitamins. Y'all better get some more. Yes. Show y'all something. Not only is it going to help you fight and keep your immune system built up in this time when we got Roro after us, but it'll help fight off, get your system back to where you fighting off not only the Roro, but you fighting off blood pressure, diabetes, because they told me I was borderline diabetic, excuse me. And the first thing that came out of my mouth is the devil is a liar, knowing I like Reese's. Knowing I just went through a Reese's fix.
You gotta do the fat bombs. Look up
that thing. You feel what I'm saying? Knowing listen, when he said no coffee, I looked at him and said, what?
Yeah.
He said, okay. So this is how I'm gonna tell. Do you want the coffee or do you want your stomach? Do you want the coffee or do you want your life? And I thought about it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody wants a recipe for the Alfredo.
All it is season your meat. Okay, season your meat and add heavy cream. Yeah. Heavy cream makes the Alfredo. Okay, when you're almost done, it's all Parmesan in there.
Yep, Parmesan and heavy cream.
That's it. Real quick.
Yep.
Real quick. It takes you 2 seconds.
Look, Regina said stop it with the coffee.
Do half and half. If you don't want the heavy cream, do half and half and do Parmesan cheese.
There you go. You pan fry some chicken, put it in your pan fry, in your pan, saute it up a little bit, make it fun, throw some garlic, whatever you want in there with it, make it fancy, throw some wine in there,
yes.
Okay. Right when you pull off the chicken, you got all that stuff. What we as chef called liquid gold. Add your cream into it. Let it cook down. It's going to boil a little bit. Get nice and thick. Like I said, add your cheese. Add some spinach. Add whatever you want in there. There's your Alfredo sauce. It's healthier. It's cheaper. It'll last a lot longer than it is in a jar. Because you got to think about whatever is keeping that food in that jar. Canned foods are the worst.
Yeah. Anything. That's what he said too. Anything processed. Anything
that vegetable, whatever that vitamin is sitting in that can, it is absorbing the energy of the can, of those metals. So now you're going to eat that, and now you're putting heavy metals into your body and wondering why you're weighing yourself down. Those heavy metals create disease and weigh you down.
So let me show y'all some vitamins that y'all can get. I started. So vitamins, changing your eating habits, walking, and you ain't got to go get a personal training like I did. I did that for my own. You understand what I'm saying? Walking, exercising, drinking lots of water, reducing your sugar intake, reducing white intake. Did that sound prejudiced? I ain't want to say. I'm talking about your white flour, sugar, and all of that stuff like that. You understand? So we have this right here. Can y'all see that? That's an immune system builder. Everything is natural. It'll help you during this time fighting the COVID. Y'all see it? I hope y'all can see it. See that? I have bladderwrack. That's good for you.
I have that.
It has no sugars. Ooh, wait, with the camera. No sugar, salt, no yeast, no wheat, no soy, no corn. It's gluten-free. It's good for your body, guys. It helps. It detoxes you. It cleans you out. It, you know, it cleans you out. It helps with your blood. It recycles your body. Listen, my niece, she does this for a living, and she put me onto these, and me and my husband have been feeling really good since we did this. Also, we do the omega-3. Y'all writing this down? Am I got it right? There you go. Fish oil, premium fish oil, omega-3. This is good. Regina, we're going to get it right. We're going to get it right. Go C, vitamin C. And all of these are natural.
Yes.
We got burdock root.
I have that too. I do burdock root.
This is good, everyone. Oh, I know. Where's that? Right there. You know, I could not be a Vanna White. And we have, I don't know the name of that. There you go. This is really good, though. If you take this with the burdock root and a bladderwrack together every day, you're detoxing, cleaning out your system, cleaning your blood, getting your body healthy again. We also have black seed oil. Now, this is horrible. So I'm going to tell you now, it's very nasty. Take a teaspoon twice a week.
Yeah, I have it in the pill. I have it in the pill.
You have it in the pill. Take a teaspoon twice a week. Okay, so now here we go. We're doing the last giveaway. So anybody have any questions? I guess not. So we're gonna do the last giveaway, which is the bag with the tumbler, the button, and another mask. So we gave away 2 masks, which is one is going in one bag. One is it's not going to be probably literally, well, it can be because Jeannie can give Bertha the mask, and Bertha, you can put them in the bag and she'll get them mailed out to you guys by next week. Lord mercy, I take so many pills already. I know, Jeannie, I know. But guess what? When you start taking these pills, it can eliminate some things that's going on in your body. So if you're taking blood pressure pills, and because listen, I went a week without my blood pressure pills, right? But I was taking this and my pressure was on point. And then I went a couple of days without, I was still okay. But when my body starts to break down from the, fiber and the pain and the things start going on with my body, it unbalances my body. So then I stopped taking everything because I was in my feelings, because I was mad, because I was going through it. That's why I said self-care is, we have to get out of our feelings sometimes about what we don't want. I love coffee. It's not the caffeine. It's just the taste of it. That's my comfort drink. But if I got to let it go to live, and to live, correctly, then I'm going to have to find a way to do it. Maybe go to decaf, find some, or find some Jeannie
heard it
Campbell
first.
has an autoimmune disease. Jeannie, you should have came up here with us today too, because you don't know who else has an autoimmune disease that you could have helped. Hey, Prophet Erica. So, that is what I want to say, you guys. Self-care is very important. I think the voice of warriors that was saying, Miss B, Miranda, these are all women, you guys, that are battling still with cancer, and they are surviving.
Yes.
They have survived,
Yes.
and they are fighting for their life. And we want to thank them for being up here today. So to give away the last bag, I forgot we still got one more thing to give away. If you guys could pick a number from 1 to 50 really quick, give me the number 1 through 50, 1 through 50. First person who get the number is who's getting the bag, because I don't know if anyone else up here is battling with any type of cancer, and I don't want to, whatever. If y'all can go through a number 1 through 50, please. Let's do this nice and quickly so we can give away this last bag. We'll be good to go. 48. Keep going. We got one number, 48. The number is 1 through 50. Everybody guess except for Jeannie. Now let me stop. Oh my God. Jeannie, don't guess. Mary York, you got it. Stop. Mary York got it. Here you go, right here. Where she go at? Wait, nope. We got a winner. Where she go? Why does she keep moving? Because Jeannie keep guessing. Stop, Jeannie. She won't. My sister's so competitive. Here we go. Mary York, you won. Look, here you go. It was number 20. Can y'all see that? Oh no. 27 was the number. Is it upside down? So Mary York, you have won it. If you could inbox me so you can get your breast cancer awareness package, and it's gonna come from New York for my sister. She's gonna mail it to you. So I need you to inbox me your information. It's inside of the bag. It's gonna be a mask, the tumbler, white with a pink top, and a pink ribbon on it, and a black bag with the ribbon. So let's give it up for Mary York. Woo, she's the second one, and they are still guessing numbers, guys. Mary York won, you guys. They still guessing. Yes, Mary York is our winner. Woo-wee. All right, now. So guess what, guys? I want to thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. If you haven't got the book, go to www.peculiarnationent. Cop that book. If you would like to donate to this platform, Cash App $ Yasmin Campbell. That's YASMINCAMPBELL. Okay. If you want to have any information in regards to the raffle of the walk, the raffle is going to be posted. San has already posted it. It's on my page as well. I'm gonna repost it so you guys can see. And after Miss B, sorry, Bert. After Miss B give me the information about the virtual walk for cancer, I'm gonna put that information up there as well. It's under what is it under, Bertha, the name?
Campbell's Care.
Campbell's Care is under Campbell's Care. Woo, let's go, Campbell's. It's under Campbell's Care. So we will be posting the raffle, and we will be posting the walk, the virtual walk for cancer, and it's going to be donated to Susan B. What's the name? The
Susan
walk.
B. Coleman.
Say it louder, please.
Susan B. Coleman.
It's going to be donated to Susan B. Coleman. I guess that's a facility, the hospital, right?
Yes, the whole. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the facility where they doing the cancer treatment at, the whole thing. So that's what we're gonna be doing. You guys do not forget, next week we're having domestic violence. Listen, I ask that you guys share this video. When that flyer come out for next week, I'm asking you guys to share the flyer. This is a month that we are helping each other as sisters. We started last week with My Sister's Keeper, and we're gonna keep pushing each other. We're gonna keep helping each other, giving each other information, giving each other encouragement. encouragement, helping each other out where we can, because as women, we are stronger together than we are separate. And I truly, truly believe that. So make sure you tune in next week at the same time. We're going to be doing domestic violence. I have a nice panel that's going to be on here. Some women that has been through it, women that are counselors, you know, and things of that nature. So again, I want to thank you all for tuning in to Truth Serum this week. You guys have a blessed night. San and Bertha, don't hang up yet. You guys have a blessed night, and I thank you all. Don't forget, see y'all next weekend.
All right. Goodbye.